Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Richard. Today, on Tuesdays, we normally talk about the Dacia Spring, but today, on this Tuesday, we're going to talk about the future of motoring across the Western world, and which will then eventually go over to the Eastern world. So, let's talk about that. Just a couple of things before we get started. From a futuristic perspective, I've done a few things in the past where they've not necessarily been successful. I'll give you a quick roundup on that. In the 1980s, cars used to get stolen on a regular basis, and so myself and a guy who lived in Chesterfield created a design where we could where a vehicle could easily have the steering wheel removed and taken into the house or whatever. Approached Ford and Vauxhall, and they were very excited. This would possibly stop cars from being stolen. Never heard back from them, and then we realised how much money Ford and Vauxhall were making from stolen cars, so that would lose their revenue. Another thing, created a paper about teleportation and the energy required and the impact on healthcare. So one thing that Star Trek didn't realise is that in their activity of teleportation, you could remove and correct bad cells throughout the battery. Bad cells throughout the body. They never included that, so I don't know why they didn't, but through teleportation you could do that, and that document also referred out to what is known as a Dyson swarm, not a Dyson sphere. You can look those up on Google and see what a Dyson swarm is and a Dyson sphere. From a physics perspective, I don't think a Dyson sphere would be possible, but certainly look it up and give me your opinion on that. What else have we done? Fridges, 2 doors, one on the outside and one on the inside. The one on the outside would allow the delivery, as in Deliveroo or Tesco or Walmart and things like that, to deliver your frozen or cold goods and put them straight in your refrigerator. But that sort of took off, but then it died quickly. No one uses it, and no one uses that. I think it was a step too far. That was about 15, maybe 20 years ago, and there were some implementations about 15 or 10 years ago, but it just didn't happen. Anyway, let's talk about the future of no car ownership. So today, if we don't have a car or we need a taxi, we use our smartphone and order an Uber. A driver comes up with a car, la 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 la. You get in, you go and do your journey. There we go. Now we're talking about driverless taxis, and there is a link in the description for you to go and have a look at another video of a guy that goes and experiences a driverless taxi. So go and have a look at that, and that shows you the future, the driverless taxi. Well, that sounds okay in reality, but every time you want to go, and let's say none of us own cars, we just go onto an Uber app and and do that. That's not how it will be. And I'm going to explain how I think it will be, but correct me if you think I'm wrong. So now we've got into the mode of PCP and all that good stuff, yeah, and paying maybe £200 or £200 a month, which is the same price, which is the price for this Dacia Spring, or maybe £400 or £600 a month. Yeah, you get used to that. What will happen is in the future, when we have driverless cars, ooh, he was going well, and he's a taxi driver, and he nearly killed himself. And me in there as well. There you go. You'll get a shot of that. Some of these taxi drivers, talking about taxi drivers, they are crazy. Anyway, so what would the future look like? Imagine we don't have cars, but we do have access to vehicles that come and collect us, just like Uber do. So what we'll actually be doing is we'll subscribe to a service. I will pay £200 a month, and that will give me a number of journeys based on a number of miles, and based on my planning of that month, I will know that the service offered, the number of pickups and the distances involved will cater for my needs and the stuff that I do. Maybe going to the golf course. I don't play golf, or maybe going to the squash court. Does anybody play squash anymore? I think they do, of course. Or maybe going to Tesco to do the shopping, Walmart if you're in America. But then again, Tesco and Walmart deliver to our home address and use the 2-door fridge, which doesn't exist anymore. It'll be a case where with my £200 I will have a limited number of pickups and a limited mileage over the month, and I will be able to do whatever. You may pay £400 and you may get a similar distance and a similar number of pickups, but you'll have a nicer car. And the systems, or you'll pay £400 and you'll have more pickups and more distance, or a combination of all sorts of things, yeah? So you'll have choice. Do you pay £200, £300, £400, £500, £600? I don't know. Yes? So that's how it will be in the future. It will be a subscription solution of which you can then arrange a vehicle to come and collect you. In that subscription, you will confirm that you are happy to share your journey with strangers or not. Yes? And that may have a cost change on it as well. What do you think? Are we getting there? Am I talking rubbish? Feel free to shout me down. And when I talk about the future, I'm not talking 5 years. I'm talking beyond 5 years. Because you'd really need to get the technology correct in the driverless cars. That needs to be figured out first, so that you can so that it can come and pick up a passenger and safely take it from A to B. The passenger, A to B. What do you think? That would mean there would be less cars on the road, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not a tree hugger. Yeah, I'm not a tree hugger. I love driving. I love riding my motorbikes. I'm just saying what the future may look like. And I'm asking you what you think to it. What else would there be? So, that's that. We've covered that. I think that's about it. How would you feel if you lived in a world like that? Oh, by the way, it will be interfaced. The vehicle service that you get and subscribe to will be interfaced to your calendar or your schedule. So it knows that you need picking up. So it knows that you've got a meeting at 8:15 in the morning, and it knows where you are and where you're going, and it knows how long that journey will take. So it will warn you that at 7:50 in the morning, you will be collected outside your house to go to the meeting at wherever it is. And the journey will take 20 minutes and give you 5 minutes to prepare and get ready for your meeting at 8:15, as an example. It will know, and it will know that you're finishing at 5 o'clock at night, and there will be a vehicle outside waiting for you, and potentially waiting for more than one person, because you've said that you'd like to share the vehicle, and it knows it's going in one direction and it can drop off 3 people on that way, on that journey. What do you think? How would you feel about that? Not owning a car, but also having the ability to just call a car up at whatever time you want, yeah, like an Uber, and just take it from there. There would be no driver. When do you think this will come in play? How would you feel about that, not having a car? Yeah? How would you feel about that? I'm not sure I like it, because I do like driving, but then you won't have to take a driving test. You wouldn't have to do anything like that. You wouldn't have to learn how to drive. Learning how to drive is very expensive now. We all know that. Interesting subject. I'd like to know your thoughts below. Do comment. Don't forget to look at the description. And don't forget to order yourself an Evidence charging lead for your EV car. Always have a spare one. I've got an Evidence charging cable, a granny charger, which works perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. And the granny charger architecture, for my use case, works perfectly as well. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Drive safely, ride safely, be kind to everyone, and eat healthily. Thank you for watching. I hope it meant something to you. If it did, please subscribe and do give the video a like, and please share. I'll see you soon. Thanks ever so much. Bye bye.